Welcome to Mahtomedi High School. Today we got some good baseball action going on. Mahtomedi Zephyrs taking on the Tartan Titans. This game originally scheduled to be played at Tartan High School, but due to the weather conditions, the field was a little too wet, so they moved it up to Mahtomedi, so Tartan will still remain the home team. I'm Tim Peterson. Beside me is Zach Halverson. And Zach, we got some beautiful weather out here today with a little bit of wind. How do you feel that being a factor in today's game?
Well, definitely looking at left field right now and seeing how the wind is blowing in that direction. We may see some balls hit out there, possibly over the fence. It'll be interesting, but another kind of weird deal where you have the weather affecting, Tartan High School, making it the game move up to here, and then you're at Mahtomedi with the wind. So the weather just a major factor here for this game.
Yeah, if you're one of the players, you don't want to try to change your swing at all to adjust to that wind either. Just play your game and the wind will do what it does. As we look at the Classic Suburban standings thus far, Zach, Hill Murray leading the way and one of the top-ranked teams in the state. They're ranked third as of this point.
Right, and that's no surprise. They have been one of the most anticipated teams in the state so far. You see Mahtomedi 7-3, Tartan down in 6th place at 4-6. Be a big win for them today, as this is a major game in the Classic Suburban season.
And Tartan does have a good little winning streak going on. They've won a couple in a row, and Mahtomedi just as well. Both teams prepared and on a good little roll here as we take a look at head coach of the Tartan Titans, Kurt Russell, and also head coach of the Mahtomedi Zephyrs, John Hardgrove. Mahtomedi will be batting first. They're getting ready to come to the plate, and leading off for Mahtomedi will be number 10, Brandon Goodwin. He'll be followed by Nick Nelson and Jake Kushke. On the mound, Tommy Klingsporn, the lefty, winds and delivers the first pitch of the game. This is just low for a ball. It's 1-0.
And again, this game was scheduled for Tartan High School, so Tartan is the home team on the scorecard, and however, Mahtomedi obviously hosting the event.
As of right now, it doesn't look like they're going to be using the scoreboard at all. But we'll see how that goes as the game continues, and there's a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Brandon Goodwin, the batter, plays shortstop, bounces this one over to second base. That'll be scooped up by Peached, and on to first, Jason Lodahl for the first out of the game.
Solid contact made, obviously not wanting to ground it right there and start the game off, but a great job by Peach, just making the easy play and making that first out happen.
Nick Nelson, the next batter. He'll dig in, lefty versus lefty here. Teddy winds and delivers. Hits that one in there, strike one. We'll go around defensively for the Tartan Titans on the mound. As they said, Teddy Klingsborn behind the plate, Ryan Patnode, Jason Lodahl on first, Jacob Peached on second, Eric Olheiser at short as that ball misses, and Jacob Kushner playing the hot corner on third. As we move out left field, Derek Zuinga, this one's drilled into left field. Nice laced base hit. And the first hit of the game goes to Nick Nelson on the 0-1 pitch. Or excuse me, the 1-1 pitch.
Great contact made by Nelson on that pitch. Nice pitch by Klingsborn, but Nelson tracking it down, getting the ball and driving it towards left field there. Getting the single, getting the first hit of the game, and he's hoping that the Zephyrs continue hitting.
Kushke digs in and they toss it over to first. Finishing that outfield defensively, Derek Zuinga in left, Jake Jackson in center, and Connor Simons in right. There's a swing and a miss, 0-1. I'll finish up the batting order here for the Zephyrs. Goodwin and Nelson and Kushke all have batted or are batting. Sawyer Marshall up next, Matt 09, followed by David Peterson, Adam Bobin batting 7th, Sean Baumgart batting 8th, Mike Bowman pitching. He's not batting. It'll be Bo Jernberg, the DH for today's game for the Zephyrs. 0-1 to Kushke. Another throw over to first. Boy, they're concerned about Nelson's speed over there. Nick Nelson's a senior. 0-1 pitch with one out. In there for a strike. Looks like caught the inside corner. Count goes to 0-2. Klingsborn trying to work fast, and Kushke taking his time getting into the box. He's in there now. Klingsborn checking the runner. And he'll throw it over to first again. Well, that was a little bit closer than what you would anticipate. Nelson didn't seem to hustle back very much. And Lodahl nearly got the tag on him.
Got a little comfortable there, Nelson did, and almost got caught.
0-2. Here's the pitch. Nelson goes, pitches inside, throw it on a second. One hopped in there, but it's not going to be in time, and Nelson gets the stolen base.
Nice speed by Nelson, and hit a nice jump and made it to second.
Yeah, they were worried about his speed, and there's good reason why. As Nelson steals a base, gets into scoring position. 1-2 to Jake. Klingsborn checks, now delivers, and is checked at and rolled down the third baseline and now called foul. It didn't really look like Jake Kushke really wanted to swing at that one, just kind of protecting himself and the plate. Chops it down the third baseline, happens to roll foul. Nelson doing a good job just holding on second base there.
Kirshner tried to save it from going foul just to get the easy out at first, but couldn't get there in time before it went foul.
This pitch swung on to right field. Siemens coming over, makes the grab. Runner tagging, going for third. There's going to be a play, but not nearly in time, and sacrifice fly moves Nelson over to third base.
Yeah, nice job getting the ball in the air, sending him over to third. Obviously, you got 2 outs and no chance for a sacrifice fly, but at least a base hit is going to get a run home no matter what. So, opportunity here for the Zephyrs to get on the board as Marshall steps in.
That big Sawyer Marshall has got a wide shoulder base. Looks like a strong young man. Swings at the first one and misses. Pitch looked to come in a little high, and Marshall chased it. 0-1.
Looked like he swung just over the high pitch, and just couldn't make contact with it.
Hoping to get one up in the air and drive it out. He's got the strength. Boy, that pitch way high, and Nelson's going to go for home. There's going to be a play. Diving, trying to make the tag, hanging onto it, and out at the plate is Nelson. Nice job by Patnaud. He looks a little shook up on the play, but good hustle. Beat the quick Nick Nelson to home plate, and boy, that was an exciting way to end an inning.
Yeah, exciting. I don't know if I agree with that necessarily with the steal there by Nick Nelson. Looked like that ball was a little too close to the plate, and it was almost an easy play for Prutrude. Patnaud, rather.
Did a good job hustling. He couldn't find it right away. He was looking around. I think Nelson saw that, and boy, you can't just hesitate. If you're going to go, you got to go, and Patnaud did a good job getting it and recovering it, and then blocking that plate just enough to get Nelson out at the plate. A little frustrating as the cleanup hitter was batting, so he'll be up to lead off the top of the second inning for the Zephyrs, and we'll be back with the bottom half of the first inning, and the Tartan Titans will be coming to the plate with no score here in this first half of inning.
Please join with the American Legion in recognizing and supporting our wounded warriors and their families. Let's not allow them to be forgotten and left to fend for themselves. They deserve more. Sometimes just thank you isn't enough. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
Welcome back to Mahtomedi High School. Tim Peterson with Zach Halverson. We played a half an inning of play. One hit for the Zephyrs in their top half of the inning. And now the Tartan Titans will come up to bat. And Zach, what an interesting way to end that first half of inning.
Yeah, definitely. As I said, Nick Nelson, I don't think that was the right decision. It looked like there was the ball was just too close to the plate as Patnaud really only had to take a few steps to get back there once he grabbed the ball. A little too close in my mind, especially with a power hitter that was that was hitting in Sawyer. So I don't know. Not the right decision, I don't believe. But now you just got to keep going and play some good defense if you are the Mahtomedi Zephyrs.
I actually don't mind the aggressiveness. It didn't pay off, but nevertheless, it's 0-0 still. Mike Bauman, the pitcher, throws a first pitch strike to leadoff hitter for the Titans, and Jake Jackson, that is. That pitch in there also, 0-2. Well, Bauman ahead in the count, the right-hander winds and delivers. Strike 3. 3 straight pitches, gets Jackson looking, and a good start for pitcher Bauman.
Yeah, can't ask for any more as a pitcher. 3-pitch strikeout to retire the first batter.
That'll bring up the second batter of the inning, Connor Simons.
Got Simons.
Simons?
Yep.
Swings and fouls the first pitch back. Jackson led off, followed by Simons, and then Eric Olheiser will bat third, Ryan Patnode fourth, Jacob Peached fifth in the lineup. This ball swung on to the right field, base hit. Yeah, just like the Zephyrs did, the second batter gets a base hit. Simons is on base, both teams with a hit. Eric Olheiser will step in. Batting sixth in the lineup, Jacob Kirschner, seventh, Jason Lodahl. Teddy Klingsborn, followed by Derek Zinga. I'll go around defensively here momentarily. Runner gets his lead. Bauman checks in and delivers, misses high. Defensively, Bauman on the mound, Jake Kushke at first. Catcher, Sawyer Marshall at first, David Peterson at second. Brandon Goodwin at short, Adam Bobin playing the hot corner at third. This pitch swung on and missed. Count goes even at 1-1. Outfield, Sean Baumgart in left, Nick Nelson in center, and Matt, I can't read my own writing, Bonine in right field. That pitch right down center there, 1-2. A 1-2 the count, with one away. Missing just a little high and outside. Count evens up at 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Bauman checking the runner and delivers. Runner goes, pitches high, swung and missed, thrown on to second, and it looks to be close, but not in time. So a stolen base on the strikeout by Olheiser, leaves 2 away, but moves Simons into scoring position.
This bottom half of the inning, looking more surprisingly like the first half of the inning. Now you get a runner in scoring position if you are Tartan, as Protrude steps in. Patnode, rather.
Struggling with that name today.
Yeah. Reading.
It happens. Yeah, who knows? Maybe you were saying it right the first time. I just kind of pick a way to say it and go with it. Sometimes get corrected by people listening in. That pitch swung on and missed, 0-1. Patton, the senior, swings and hits it down the third baseline. Seen that last inning too. Patton wasn't really protecting the plate there, but he will need to be now as the pitch count goes to 0-2. He's got his DeMarini bat, waving it around a little bit. Here's the pitch, missing high and inside, 1-2. Nice job by Bauman, trying to get him to go after one there. It doesn't look like they're going to be using that scoreboard out in right center field. That pitch missing outside, 2-2.
I trust you to score a buck more anyway.
Well, last game we did together was over at Tartan, and the scoreboard operator kind of just quit marking runs up. And then I actually had a discrepancy as Bauman strikes out the side. And checking my scorebook, compared it around with both coaches, it turned out mine was accurate still. So far so good for my book. Both teams with a hit. Both teams with a stolen base. No team with a run. It's 0-0 after one complete inning of play. You're watching the Tartan Titans and Mahtomedi Zephyrs on TV 19 Sports.
What you doing, Dad?
My favorite thing.
Really, Dad, what are you doing?
Paying bills. Every month a stack of them come, just as regular as the rain.
What's this one?
That's a special one, son. I pay it first.
How come?
It's money for my retirement account. I put some money aside each month, just like I was paying a bill.
Wouldn't you rather buy something?
I don't want to work forever, and I don't want you to have to support me in my old age. In a way, I'm buying peace of mind. I'm on the installment plan.
Zach Halverson, Tim Peterson, and a slew of people have been shuffling in here as this game's been going on. Nice, bright, sunny day, Zach. A little bit of breeze to keep things a little bit cool and comfortable.
Yeah, definitely intimate surroundings here at Mahtomedi, and you know, you have a little bit of a little bleacher stand here, and then the rest of it is just, you know, crowding around here at Mahtomedi, and just a beautiful day though. I mean, could do without the wind, but nonetheless, beautiful day, not too hot, and the sun. I gotta say, Tim, it's a great location for this field. The way the direction is, you don't have the sun in your eyes. It's kind of behind you. You're not squinting, and
well, defensively, you got it on the left side of the field. But yeah, where we're at, we're sitting good as Marshall looks at a first pitch strike. Did he call that a strike or did he call that a ball? I thought it was a strike, but
didn't see the. There's a big post in the way, kind of my vision.
This pitch swung on and flared over to the right side, but a nice job by Lodahl following it, and there's one away.
Nice job by Lodahl finding it and making the play. Those line drives aren't the easiest. And
no, sometimes they're a little bit difficult. Now it's just kind of flared to the right side.
And it kind of curved a little bit in his direction.
Well, that'll bring up Matt Bonine, the right fielder for the Zephyrs. He takes a definite first pitch strike. Klingsborn on the mound. Bonine at the plate. Nothing in one, the count. One away. Top of the second inning. That pitch fired in there, but missing inside. 1-1. This pitch hit right at shortstop Olheiser, reaches up and grabs it. And so far, 2 swings to the bat, 2 line drives, and 2 outs. They hit it hard, Zach, just right at people.
Crazy. I mean, Olheiser did a nice job tracking that down, but he really didn't have to move at all, and right to him.
Well, if you don't know and you're wanting to keep track of balls and strikes at home and you can't hear the umpire or aren't sure what it is, watch his arms. The left arm typically will go up for a ball. Right arm definitely will go up for a strike. This count, 1-1. David Peterson, your hitter, fouls this one off down the first baseline. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. David Peterson, no relation to Tim Peterson.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I do have a second cousin named David Peterson. He used to own Monticello Ford. This one swung on right side. Coming in and way in are the center fielder Jake Jackson and Simons, but neither of them able to get to it. And Peached also came out. And just a little Texas Leaguer teardrop. And a base hit for Peterson.
Great location for that hit by Peterson, as that was right in between where the center fielder and the second base and right field couldn't grab it. So Jackson and Peached and Simons did a great job running to it, just all couldn't track it down.
It looked like Simons maybe hesitated for a moment as he was running after, trying to locate it and track it. Couldn't get to it. So it'll bring up Adam Bobin. The throw goes over to first. And I go out on a limb and say that first pitch was a ball. I missed it as that pitch misses low. Try to see if I can get the count signal from the umpire or not. Doesn't look like he's going to give it to us. Kind of at the ump's discretion how often they say what the balls and strikes are. Or if the ball's fair or foul. That pitch definitely misses. It is 3-0 now. So Klingsporn, more than likely, go to his go-to fastball pitch, but he'll check the runner first. See if Bobin will get the green light here to go ahead and swing away or not. Klingsporn brings it. That just misses low, and that's a 4-pitch walk. Nice job by Bobin, being patient. Draws the walk, and that'll bring up Sean Baumgard. I hear a lot of fans here shouting at the pitcher, and I've heard 3 different names. I've heard Teddy, Ted, and Theodore. Probably depends on how close a friend you are to him or what kind of relationship. As there he buckles in, throws a first pitch strike.
Timothy.
Yeah, I got them all. Timothy Duck, Woodtick Tim, Timberly Timberwolf. I got all kinds.
DJ Timothy.
DJ up. This ball driven to left and deep, left center. Way back, and that is gone. Sean Baumgard sitting on one and drills the 3-run shot over the left center field fence, and that wind maybe playing a little bit of factor there as Klingsporn's roughed up here in the second with 3 runs.
Great contact, great play all around. And that ball, I believe, almost hit our camera out there that we have set up.
They win a prize for that?
They should. It's got to be like we should probably start doing that.
Well, I don't know if the station really wants to put the cameras or not. The designated hitter, Bo Jernberg, will come up. Looks at that first pitch. Looks at that one as well. 2-0. Jernberg, the designated hitter today for the Zephyrs. And that pitch just misses and makes the count go to 3-0. Just kind of a weird observation when the umpire throws up 3 balls. He uses his pinky, his middle finger, and his pointer. And that's another 4-pitch walk by Klingsporn.
Klingsporn looking a little shaky here right now. Just has to kind of reset here.
Brings us back to the top of the lineup. But in Brandon Goodwin.
Well, one advantage of having this game at Mahtomedi is that I believe they're using the sound system that they use for regular Mahtomedi home games.
This one driven deep to left by the top leadoff hitter, and that one is gone. Well, walks will haunt, and Klingsporn's done it twice and given up both runs that he walked, and 5 in total now as Goodwin goes deep.
Well, this looks like we're going to get a little...
Yeah, time for a visit from Coach Russell, huh?
Yeah, definitely, and couldn't... you look at Klingsporn and how he really, pitched the first inning relatively well. And now just kind of falling back here in the second inning. And
well, he started off this inning well, too. He got the first 2 batters out. So all these runs coming with 2 outs. 5-0. Off of 2 home runs and a couple of walks. Nick Nelson will be the next batter. And we saw him get a base hit and steal a base there in that first half of the inning. Coach Russell just calming down Klingsborn. The rest of the infield also out there talking with Klingsborn, making sure he's cool and calm and doesn't get too upset about that. He's just got to keep throwing good pitches and going after the hitters and letting his defense do the job behind him. Nelson's ready. Klingsborn looking in, getting the signals. He delivers here, swung on right at second baseman Peach. He picks it up, throws on to first, and that finally ends the inning. The Zephyrs in that inning pick up 3 hits with 2 walks and 2 home runs. We're part of those hits. They get 5 runs in that inning and lead this one heading into the bottom of the second inning by a score of 5-0. You're watching the Zephyrs and Titans on TV 19 Sports.
This was a scary moment for Elliott Sadler and everyone at Richard Petty Motorsports. Thankfully, the folks at NASCAR have taken every precaution to ensure the safety of our drivers. And I hope you do the same thing when you get in your car. The Department of Transportation says that taxi drivers are 4 times more likely to be in a serious accident. Buckle up, watch the road, and please do not text and drive. It could be the last text you ever sent. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Doing a nice job so far today is pitcher Mike Bauman of Mahtomedi as his team gets him a good lead heading into the bottom half of this second inning. They get 5 runs in the top half of the first, or the top half of the second. And now they'll go on the defensive side and see if they can keep rolling. Bauman with 3 strikeouts in that top half of that first inning. And we're all set to start the second inning, the bottom half of it anyway. Jacob Peach will be the first batter. I'm Tim Peterson with Zach Halverson.
Well, ideally right now, Tim, the Tartan Titans would like to start chipping away at that Mahtomedi lead as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's just one at a time. Don't go for all 5 right away. You just got to try to get 1 or 2 an inning and play good defense and shut down the Zephyrs. Bauman doing a nice job so far. This one's driven out to left field for a base hit. And Peach will reach first. A good start of the inning for the Titans, and Jacob Kirshner will be the next batter. The left-handed junior will step in. Bauman working quickly, checking the runner, and will deliver. A miss low and outside, ball 1. Jason Lodahl on deck. That pitch about in the same exact spot. It's 2-0. Good patience so far here by Kirshner. That pitch missing outside. Boy, they're really working him outside. He hasn't swung the bat at any of them. It's 3-0. .30 pitch, missing high, 4-pitch walk. The Titans looking to do some damage here with 2 runners on and nobody out. Jason Lodahl will step in, the first baseman. Gets his signals from the third base coach, Russell. He digs in. Bauman steps off. He's got Bobin over that third talking to him, giving out some signals himself. Bauman ready now. And delivers. Throws that one right down the middle. Strike 1. Russell throwing his signals. Bauman ready. Lodahl digging back in. And here's the pitch, squaring up to bunt, fouling it off on the right side. And that's why Russell yelled at Lodahl, told him to step out, look at these signals. I want you to lay one down here and try to move these runners over. Misses that one, so the count goes to 0-2. I shouldn't say missed it from being fair. 0-2, he'll have to use the bat a little bit here to protect the plate. Bauman delivers, missing high.
Nice job by Lodell, not chasing that high fastball.
This pitch chopped and short. That'll definitely move the runners up. We'll see if they can even get a play at first. It's thrown on. Was it in time? I couldn't see the call there, Zach. Did you happen to catch it?
I believe it was. Well, he's not going anywhere, so it was safe.
Well, it works just as good as a bunt. Moves the runners up and also finds himself sitting good at first base. That's an infield single. That'll bring up Teddy Klingsborn. We'll see if he can help his own cause after giving up 5 runs here in the top half of the second inning. See if he can answer them back and get 4 of them back here with one swing of the bat. Teddy digs in. He's ready. Here's the pitch. Missing outside. Ball 1. Nobody out here in this bottom half of the second inning. Bases are loaded. This pitch just misses. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. See if Klingsborn makes him throw. Makes Bauman throw him one here. That pitch just misses inside and nowhere to put him here as the count goes to 3-0. A walk's a run. Derek Zinga, the batter on deck. Here's the pitch. Misses high. Gets by the catcher, but I don't think anybody's going to take an extra base here. So Klingsborn with a 4-pitch walk. Gets the RBI as Peach comes in to score, and the score goes to 5-1. All runners moving up on that walk.
Well, the tying run for the Titans will come to the plate as Derek Zinga will move it, make his way to the plate. Great opportunity here.
Kushki went out and talked to Bauman there for a minute, getting their signals worked out after a 4-pitch walk. And the second walk of the inning. Left-hander Derek will dig in. Zinga the junior, ready to go. Bauman will step off. Base runners retreat. Everybody's ready again. We'll try it again. Here's the pitch. Swing and miss. 0-1.
Interesting choice by Zinga to swing at the first pitch after a 4-pitch walk. As it was.
Came in high, went after it. 0-1. That one's low and in the dirt, but nice job behind the plate by Kushki blocking that one. There's a little bit of room behind the backstop here that if it got all the way to the backstop, it'd be a tough play to get a runner coming from third out at home. 1-1. Swung on and missed. Zinga didn't want to swing, tried to hold up, but couldn't do so. And now is behind the count at 1-2. Bauman trying to work himself out here with nobody out. Swing and a miss, there's one away. That moves us to the top of the lineup, and Jake Jackson will be the hitter, and he struck out looking here in that bottom half of that first inning.
Now it's the time, JJ.
See if he can do the same thing that the Zephyrs leadoff hitter did and go yard. 1 out, bases loaded. Bauman ready after picking up his 4th strikeout. Pitches that one in there high. All outs today for the Zephyrs have come courtesy of Mike Bauman, the pitcher. 4 strikeouts. That pitch in there for a strike. Looked to be maybe a little low, a little outside, but called strike. It's 0-2.
Come on, JJ, now's the time.
Swung right side. Double play ball, flip to second, throw on to first, and not in time. Nice hustle by Jake Jackson, beating that double play out. It's a fielder's choice. 2 away. A runner comes in to score, making it 5-2. As Klingsporn is out at second base. That'll bring up Connor Simons. A lot of left-handed batters in this Titans lineup. Runners on the corner. That pitch, Bender in there for a strike.
Now you know, Connor. Now you know.
The 0-1 pitch on the way. That's a fastball in there for a strike, 0-2. Oh, we said, Zach, you talked about chipping away at this lead, and they've done a nice job here getting 2 of the runs back so far, the runner in scoring position. There's a swing and a miss. Bauman with another strikeout. That's his 5th of the game. Retires the side. Nice job by the Zephyrs, though, with a couple base hits and a couple walks. They get a couple runs also. And after a couple of innings, this game is 5-2. Zephyrs leading the Titans. You're watching TV 19 Sports and high school baseball.
Para otros, puede haber sido un trabajo de verano. Pero para mí, yo estaba en la formación. Soy un pararescueman Fuerza Aérea y mi trabajo es salvar vidas. Toma las decisiones correctas hoy y ponte listo para los desafíos de mañana. Este mensaje es traído a usted por la Fuerza Aérea de Estados Unidos.
I hope you had a good Cinco de Mayo as we come back here from Mahtomedi High School. We got a home plate umpire who's got seasoned vet. The other umpire in the field looks to be about half the age. So a little mix of seasoned and a little less seasoned out there. As we head into the top of the 3rd inning, Mahtomedi's Jake Kushke will be the first hitter. They put up 5 runs in the top half of the 2nd. See if they can build on that here in the 3rd. That pitch missing inside. Kushke, Marshall, and Bonine, the batters due up this inning. The 1-0 pitch missing, 2-0. I'm Tim Peterson with Zach Halverson. A nice day here at Mahtomedi High School. Swung on left side, and it's a fair ball right down the line. Hustling to first, see if he can turn it to 2. Kushke takes a big turn. He'll have to retreat as that ball is fielded nicely by Zinga out in left field. And a nice leadoff hit by Kushke to get things going here once again for the Zephyrs.
Yeah, Zinga made that a beautiful throw to second base and did a nice job of keeping that to a single.
That'll bring up Sawyer Marshall. Lined out to first base in that 1st inning, or 2nd inning, excuse me. The cleanup hitter digs in. Kushke with his lead. Klingsporn on the mound. And he delivers. Bunting is Marshall. Klingsporn's going to play it. He'll throw it right to first. And Marshall with a sacrifice bunt. You don't see that out of the cleanup hitters very often.
Mahtomedi trying to just get runs and focus on that and get runners in scoring position. As Sawyer Marshall is told to bunt.
That was a good bunt, too, for the cleanup hitter.
Very nice bunt by Marshall.
That'll bring up Matt Bonine. Lined out to shortstop in that 2nd inning. First pitch to him in there for a strike. Kushke on second. Bonine at the plate with a 0-1 count. Klingsporn delivers. Missing for a ball, 1-1. As we mentioned earlier, this game scheduled to be played at Tartan, but due to rough field conditions over there because of the recent rain, moved up here to Mahtomedi, but Tartan remains the home team. This one swung out right back at Klingsporn, knocks it down with his body. He's got the runner in a pickle. He's going to chase him down. Nice job by Klingsporn. Runner tagged out, Now they got to play at first, over to first, and the tag put on, and in time, double play. Oh, a couple mistakes made there by the Zephyrs. Some bad base running. Klingsborn's down on the third baseline. We'll check in on him and see how he's doing and talk about that play as we come back here. You're watching TV 19 Sports from Mahtomedi High School.
It's fun to sing,
Zippity zip zip zin zin zin.
dance, and play music every day.
Yeah, go for it.
Doing something artistic inspires creativity and helps you succeed in school and life.
Hooray!
Play music, paint, and dance together as a family.
Come on, team.
Blast off with the arts.
Blast off!
For 10 ways to add the arts into your life, visit AmericansForTheArts.org.
Zach, an interesting way to end that last inning.
Yeah, it just was probably one of the weirdest double plays I've ever seen. But you see that the exchange there, the first up, the second up, it was really weird. You see him fall down.
Yeah, Klingsborn on the bottom part of your screen. Well, Kushki was on second. It was hit right back to Klingsborn. He should have held his ground. He gets caught in the hot box, and then he's got to stay in it long enough and give Bodine the chance to get to second base. Instead, he got picked off. Bodine had a huge lead around first base. They tossed it over to first and get him out as well. So a tough break for the Zephyrs. Klingsborn went down on that play, as we said, but he did get up and walk on his own power back to the bench, so we'll keep an eye as he is the pitcher, the starter for these Titans. Eric Olheiser, the first batter here against Bauman. Bauman with 5 strikeouts so far, and it's 1-0-1 count is swung on. Hit right over to Peterson. He throws it on to first. Marshall makes the catch. There's one away.
Yeah, if you're Mahtomedi, you come off an inning right now, the top of the inning where you get, you don't get any runs, but just trying to keep that lead going. And so now bottom of the third here. Nice to get that first out.
Ryan Patno, the catcher, digs in. And a curveball in there for a strike, 0-1. Peached on deck. Patno ready. Bauman delivers. Tries to throw another bender, and it just misses inside.
Come on, Ryan.
1 ball and 1 strike. 1 away. Swan right back up the middle. Nice base hit. Nelson will field it there and get it in. And Patnode reaches with a base hit. 4th hit of the game for the Titans, who trail this one 5-2. Jacob Peach will step in. He's singled and scored in that second inning. 1 for 1 in the game. First pitch to him, missing for a ball, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. That pitch in the dirt. Nice job once again by Kushki getting in front of that one and keeping that runner close at first. Two balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Catches the inside corner, 2-1. The dimensions here in the outfield, I'll go over here momentarily, and the 2-1 pitch in there for a strike, 2-2. Out to left is 335, center field 380, and right field 345. So if you try to hit down those lines, you're going to be doing much better than trying going deep to center. Knocked down, Kushki picks it up, he's going to fire it on a second. It's not going to get there in time, I don't believe, no. Did a good job tracking that ball quickly, and Padno had hesitated momentarily on first base before he took off, able to reach it safely. He's in there with his stolen base, his first of the day.
Kushki did a nice job of getting that ball thrown quickly, just not in time.
The payoff pitch swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Bauman. His 6th of the game, and there's 2 away. Jacob Kirschner will be the batter. He walked and scored a run in that first inning. A 4-pitch walk, or excuse me, in that second inning, he had a 4-pitch walk thrown to him. And all he's seen so far is 5 pitches, and they've all been for balls. One and 0. 2 away. Runner in scoring position on second in Patnode. Here's the pitch. And he sees his first pitch strike against him. Kirshner's count goes even at 1-1. Zach, we almost need some sunblock out here on our bodies today.
Yeah, getting us a lot of direct sunlight. Half of me will be tan, at least.
It'll be dressing funny to show off your tan.
That's true.
1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 away. Bauman looking for another strikeout victim, and he's going to get it. Another strikeout looking, and Bauman delivers and gets out of potential run scoring for the Titans. 1 hit in the inning, 1 left on, no more runs. Scores 5-2 as we look to head to the top of the 4th inning. You're watching Mahtomedi Zephyrs and the Tartan Titans on TV 19 Sports.
Behind the wheel, there is no such thing as a small distraction. A public service reminder from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons. Speak out against distracted driving at decidetodrive.org.
And welcome back here to Mahtomedi High School. If you are interested in television production, I believe we have one of the volunteers there on the truck.
That's Lisa up there.
Or is that, no, that's on the truck.
Not. Oh, it's on the truck, okay.
Okay. Lisa is above the dugout there. There she is. If you are interested in television production, running a camera, doing graphics, all that stuff, be sure to give Arlen Becker a call, 651-747-3821.
What was that number?
And, well, it was on the screen, 651-747-3821.
And fast.
Yeah, I talk fast. It's a great opportunity here in the community, and hey, you get to get into some sporting events free. So.
Klingsporn looks to be okay as he's still on the mound and throws a first pitch strike to David Peterson. Peterson 1 for 1 on the day. He singled and scored. Misses that first pitch off speed. This pitch way inside. Nice shot by Patno jumping out there to make the stop. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on, driven to center. Tracking it nicely and making the catch, Jake Jackson, and there's 1 away. Adam Bobin, the batter. Trying to add to their 3-run lead.
Come on, Teddy! Go, Theodore!
Klingsporn's pitch just outside, not 1-0. Bobin walked and scored a run in that second inning. Bottom half of the lineup doing a nice job for the Zephyrs today. Bottom 4 hitters have all scored, including a 3-run home run by Baumgard. That pitch in there for a strike. Count goes 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away. Klingsporn working quickly. Throws another strike, 2-2.
Nice 4th pitch there.
Whatever happened to Klingsporn out there at the end of the last inning doesn't seem to be affecting me at all, as this one's popped up down the right field line. Simons gives it a look, but that's not a play. The only one who's going to get that is a track runner over there on the track. Count holds even. This one out to right field again. Simons gives it a look again. And that track star over there is keeping busy. Bobin a little late on 2 in a row there. He's fouled them both off. The 2-2 pitch, missing. Count goes full.
Sing it right by him now, Ted. Come on.
Teddy with a couple walks already today, trying to avoid another one. Both his walks have scored, and there's another one.
Set it up for the double play here, Ted.
So we'll runner on. That'll bring up Sean Baumgart, who homered in that second inning. 3-run shot. Baumgart digs in, the senior outfielder, playing center today. He's got a big frame as well. Good size. Lefty versus the righty. Here's the pitch. Missing. 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Want to keep that pitch down in the box here. Nice pitch there in doing that. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 away, 1 on. Swung on left field. Hit well, but well foul. That's about a 315 shot there as it cleared the fence. Right down the line there's 300. Straight down the line to right field is 310. Good power by the number 8 hitter in this lineup. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung and missed. Runner goes. They're going to have to throw this one down to first. They did not. Actually, they did not have to throw it down to first. He's out. The runner can advance, and he did so. It was not a foul ball. So Bobin scampers down to second on the strikeout. There's 2 away. And Jernberg will be the hitter. Jernberg walked and scored in that second inning. He has seen 4 pitches so far, and they've all been balls. Bo is ready. Klingsborn's ready. Checks the runner and delivers. Swung and missed. I think that was a foul ball. It was. The runner moves up to third, but he'll have to go back. He is sent back. It's the first strike Jernberg's got on him today. 0-1. That one misses. 1-1. Two away, 1-1 the count. Klingsborn will step off, and Bobin will go back to second base. And we'll do it again. Fouled away. One ball and 2 strikes. Jernberg is ready. Klingsborn's ready. Bobin's got his lead. They're going to wheel and try to pick him off. And he gets back in time. That throw, if it would have been to the third base side of second base, would have made it a little more interesting. It was thrown more to the first base side, and Bobin able to get back easily. Here's the pitch, low one in the dirt. Nice stop by Patnode. Count goes even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Klingsborn gets a strikeout. His first of the game. No damage done there after a walk. First walk, Klingsborn's given up but didn't score. That completes 3.5 innings of play. The Titans leading are trailing in this one, 5-2 to the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. You're watching Zephyrs and Titans on TV 19 Sports.
America, meet Greg Anderson. Served 2 tours in Afghanistan, Bronze Star and Purple Heart recipient, and unemployed. The unemployment rate among transitioning service members is unacceptably high, much higher than the general population. Veterans are a proven commodity. They're mature, reliable, and hardworking, and they deserve a chance to get back to work after serving their country. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Hire one. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
Welcome back to Mahtomedi High School. You're looking at, look like a couple of lacrosse teams getting ready out there on the brand new turf, as this is new this season. The brand new facility, which includes the turf field, which is a very nice asset you can have here that helps a lot with the sports such as lacrosse and football and soccer and all that field sports out there. And that's very in close proximity to the baseball field here at Mahtomedi High School.
Well, look out, lacrosse players. The first pitch swung on and fouled back, and Lodall and in the count 0-1, but put it over there toward that lacrosse game.
Yeah. That's one of the negatives of being so close is that you're going to have the foul balls sent into that facility.
0-2 the count. That pitch missing high for a ball, 1-2. Klingsborn on deck. He'll be followed by Zoinga. The bottom half of this Titans lineup is due up this inning. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swung on, down third base, scooped up. A little hesitation before the throw, but the throw was made in time. Bobin to Marshall, and there's 1 away. Mark it in the books as a 5-3 putout. That'll bring up Teddy Klingsborn.
Klingsborn, the pitcher, now going to be batting.
I haven't seen any effects from him getting injured in that inning.
No, I haven't seen any signs of injury.
There's a strike thrown. That could have been maybe just rolled his ankle just a little bit and able to walk it off. Or
perhaps a small cramp.
Yeah.
Looks like his leg kind of tightened up as he went down on that replay. So maybe a sign there, but unless he is not showing any signs, maybe he's just really tough.
Oh, a 3-pitch strikeout thrown to Klingsborn. So here we are talking him up, and he looks at 3 pitches and goes down for the second out of the inning. 8 strikeouts so far today for Bowman. Zinga digs in. He struck out in the second inning. I didn't hear the call. There's something about stepping off the rubber, but count goes to 1-0. Zinga trying to lay down a bunt. Gets a piece of it, but it goes foul. Count evens at 1-1. Coach Hargrove and the umpire sharing a few words. Hargrove trying to find out what was going on there, why it's 1-0 to start the at bat. Now it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Strikeout number 9. Bauman just sailing along here. He had 1 rough inning in that second, but with 9 strikeouts, doing what he needs to do out there on the mound. Zephyrs lead at the Titans 5-2 on the back of 9 strikeouts thrown by Bauman. You're watching TV 19 Sports with the Titans and the Zephyrs.
stronger, healthier babies. It's what the March of Dimes is all about. Learn more about healthy babies at marchofdimesbaby.org.
Welcome back to Mahtomedi High School. Beautiful day here as we look at the top of the 5th inning, and the Zephyrs will be coming to the plate, and leading off will be Brandon Goodwin. So far on the day, 1 for 2 with a home run. It's actually a 2-run home run. The Zephyrs leading this one 5-2.
Tried to mention this earlier, but Mahtomedi has their own sound system here that they've been using, and kind of one of those interesting things you don't see a lot in other places in high school baseball. Each player has their own song that they go up to. Kind of gets them pumped up, maybe a little advantage there.
I was hearing that music, and I thought I couldn't tell where it was coming from. Whoa, that ball fouled off, but it hit the backstop post, deflected, and nearly hit Nick Nelson, who's warming up on deck. Klingsporn in the 5th inning, ahead in the count, 0-2. The umpire staying in the game, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Missing low for ball, 1-2. Looks like count is 1-1. Is it that one that was fouled off? He said no pitch. Still 1-1 the count. Now 2-1. That was quite the change. Being behind in the count, now ahead in the count. Swing and a miss. Gets the strikeout. Somehow my balls and strikes got all messed up on that at bat. But Klingsporn with a couple strikeouts in a row, and there's 1 away. Actually, it's 3 strikeouts he's had in a row now.
Wow.
And 3 in the game.
Klingsporn doing a nice job here recently, and that's what he needs to do. Keep the Zephyrs at 5, keep that number of 5 so the offense has an opportunity to chip away at that lead here in the final few at-bats here.
Nick Nelson misses with the bender. It's 1-0. Or excuse me, Klingsporn misses throwing it to Nelson. Now it's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch inside, and they got him. And Nelson, hit by pitch, reaches first base. Singled. He grounded out. Now he's hit by pitch. 1 for 2 in the game, with what goes down the books as a walk. That'll bring up Jake Kushke. Kushke 1 for 2 in the game, flew out in the first and singled in the third. Swung on, popped up. I lost it. I hope you see it because everybody's looking at us. And it nearly got the gal in the parking lot, and it was a car away from hitting mine. Oh, look at that good arm. She threw that thing right back over.
Wow.
0-1 to Kushke. Keeping an eye on Nelson over there once again at first. He's got 1 stolen base already. He stole it in the first inning. In baseball, about the only sport you can get away with stealing, not go to jail. And another hit by pitch on the bender. He comes inside, and 2 hit by pitches in a row. Kushke will jog down to first with runners on first and second, and only 1 away. We start saying in Klingsporn, no ill effects of that injury from earlier. A few strikeouts in a row. Now he's got a couple hits, batters in a row. Marshall will be the hitter. Had a sacrifice in his last at bat. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Drives this one to right center. Nice line drive hit. That's going to get 1 run in. He's going to move another run over to third. And the Zephyrs are going to lead this one by a score of 6-2. Nice job by Marshall, keeping his head down and driving that one out to right center. So another walk batter scores against Klingsporn. Runners on the corners for Matt Bodine. Bodine 0 for 2 in the game. popped out and hit it into his fielder's choice, which ended that third inning. Looks at ball one. Bullpen starting to get loosened up for the Titans. Klingsborn's done a nice job retiring the first 2 outs of the innings and loses it. Every time he's given up runs, that's what has happened. Actually, he's only got 1 out so far this inning. Bonine checking with his coach down there, Hargrove, with 1 away and a 1-1 count. The only out so far coming in this inning is Brandon Goodwin on that strikeout. Runners are on the corners, and 1 run has already been across, and now a little confusion between Klingsborn and Patenode, and they're going to talk over signals here. That was a quick fix, I believe. Short meeting on the mound. 1 ball, 1 strike, Bonine ready. Klingsborn delivers. It's a pitch out. Marshall's not going anywhere. Two balls and a strike to Bonine. That pitch missing. And now it's 2-1. I thought it was 3-1. Now they fix it. It is 3-1. Still confusion going on. Trying to figure out the count here. Now it's 2-1 again. Where's the ump's clicker? Trying to talk balls and strikes here, figuring out the count. They finally decided it's 2-1. Let's play ball. I had 3-1, but nevertheless. That pitch missing outside. Now
we have 3-1.
Now it's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runners are on the corner. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Live there, Teddy, live there.
Runners on first and third. Bonine at the plate with a good little lead. And the payoff pitch is low and in the dirt. Patno blocked it, but it's irrelevant. Kept it in front of him. At least prevents that runner, Kushke, from third coming in. Bases are now loaded for David Peterson. Peterson 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a run scored and a fly out in the 4th inning. And some sweet hockey here.
Gotta love the flow.
Now Russell's going to come out and visit the mound. See if we'll get a pitching change here. Well, they meet on the mound. We're going to try to take a quick break as we got a new pitcher coming into the game here. You're watching the Tartan Titans and the Mahtomedi Zephyrs on TV 19 Sports.
It's your airport. Being aware and vigilant is the best defense against the ongoing threat of terrorism. As users of the airport, you are our eyes and ears. If you see anything suspicious at or near MSP International Airport, report it to the airport police.
The very real and deliberate threat that this nation faces is not confined to the airport. If you see suspicious activity anywhere in the community, report it to your local police department. You are an important part of keeping our communities safe.
Keep an eye out and keep our airport safe.
Be aware, be vigilant, and be safe.
New pitcher Michael Wagner delivers his first pitch after coming in for Teddy Klingsborn. And it's a swinging strike fouled off by David Peterson. Bases are loaded here. Teddy Klingsborn's stat line, 4 1/3 pitching innings, 6 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned, 5 walks, and 3 strikeouts. And there's a 0-1 strike thrown by Wagner. 0-2 now. Peterson 1 for 2, trying to improve on that. That pitch sails in there high. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count. That pitch fouled off right side. Steve Meter running at third base for the Zephyrs. Pinch runner, Sawyer Marshall at second. Matt Bonine at first. This one swung on left side and it squeaks through. 1 runs in. Marshall's chugging around third. They're going to send him. Throw in is going to be cut off. Now thrown home. Too late. Skips through. It's going to go nearly into the dugout. Both runners are going to move up. And a couple more runs scored. Another and an error, costly error there, as he probably shouldn't have thrown it home.
Yeah, not the best decision to throw it home. It was clearly going to be an easy play, easy safe. So, looking at it again, just a great contact. Just got out of the reach of, it looks like Olheiser, and as he was diving through, and yeah, that throw should not have been made as it went back there, and then
that's how snowball fights get started.
There you go.
Start throwing it around.
And that gave the Titans a double and 2 runs.
Wegner's on the mound. Klingsporn went out to left. I think there was one other defensive change. I haven't been able to pick it up yet. That one's slapped down the left field line. Adam Bobin, the batter. Not sure. Runners on second and third. With only 1 away. Wegner throws strike 3 and gets the strikeout looking on Bobin.
Bobin knew right away, started walking toward the dugout right with it, before even the call was made.
Yeah, that pitch caught him off guard. Was not ready or looking for that one. Number 31, Sean Bumgard, away the batter, 1 for 2 on the day. Runners in scoring position, takes a first pitch strike. Wegner throwing a good bender out there. Well, 0-1 with 2 away. Those runs, all runs credited up to this point, going to Klingsporn. Eight runs, 7 of them earned. The 0-1 pitch. Started to go on it. The ump says no, and the count goes to 2-1. Two and 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on right field, hit well. Giving chase, but not able to get to it is Jackson. Another run's going to come in to score. What, did I lose a runner on the base pass there, Zach, or did 2 just come in to score?
2 should have just came in, and it should be 10.
I did miss 1 there, and that moves Klingsporn's totals up to 9 runs, 8 earned. And his line is complete for the day. Baumgard with another hit and a couple more ribbies on the day. Gives him 5 RBIs on the day. That pitch misses. 1-0 to Bo Jernberg. Nothing in 1 to Jernberg. Or excuse me, 1-0 to Jernberg. Swung on left field, hit well, but able to track it down out there as Klingsporn. Basketball coach's son makes the catch to retire the side, but boy, a lot of damage done in that 5th inning once again as 5 runs come in and score. The Zephyrs now have put up 10 on the board. It's 10-2 as we head into the bottom of the 5th inning. You're watching the Titans and Zephyrs on TV 19 Sports.
What's that?
I don't know. Something I kind of made. Ooh, what's it do?
What do I do? Well, thanks for asking. I ring my bell and I like to dance. What do I do? Well, thanks for asking.
Ow! Yeah, it still needs a little work.
Anything's possible. Keep thinking. Get started on your own inventions or just play some games at inventnow.org.
2 hits only in that inning, top half of the inning, but 5 runs scored as a couple hit by pitches led to it. 1 player was left on base. There was an error in the inning, but 4 of those runs were earned. It is 10-2. I'm Tim Peterson with Zach Halverson as we start the bottom half of the 5th inning. Jake Jackson, the leadoff hitter. Swings at the first one, fouls it off down the third baseline. It's 0-1. Jackson, Simons, and Olheiser, the batters, due up this inning. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Jackson's hit into a fielder's choice in the second inning and struck out looking in the first. And whoa, count goes to 1-2. I thought Bauman might have had one there. A 1-2 pitch, low, missing, 2-2.
Clouds starting to cover the sun. It's starting to get a little bit chilly out here.
Chilly. Hungry. Swung on left side, and he gets by third baseman Bobin, and Goodrich over there on the left side of the infield. Jackson with the base hit to start things off here in the bottom of the 5th. Connor Simons will step in now. Simons in the game so far is 1 for 2 with a stolen base and a strikeout. That pitch in the dirt, they're going to throw down at first. They got a chance, and they got him. Oh, Jackson thought that ball was getting by catcher Kushki a little bit. It didn't do it enough and get caught out there red-handed. There's 1 away. This one swung on left field. That's going to drop in there for a base hit. Simons hustles down to first, takes a decent-sized turn, but holds. And now they miss Jackson being on first base after getting caught stealing. Eric Olheiser will step in, 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out in the first and grounded out in the third. Bauman checks the runner and delivers. Fouled back. And they're just trying to hit my truck. Not quite the distance, luckily. 0-1. Bender misses low. Count goes even at 1-1.
How many points do they get if they hit your truck?
None. They lose points. I'd almost probably call them a nickname that I would make up from doing that. Well, I don't want to talk about that, though, Zach. We don't want that to happen. I did leave my sunroof open, though, just in case.
That's smart.
That one swung on left side, base hit. Well, Bauman giving up some hits this inning, something he hasn't done much of the whole game. Or too much of, I should say. Runners are on first and second as Olheiser reaches. That'll bring up Patnode with 1 away and 2 on. Patnode with a strikeout and a base hit with a stolen base. Check swings at that one, but it's a little bit too far. called strike, 0-1. Fans encouraging him to hit one on top of the school out there. That'd be quite a blast. The wind's died down a bit. That one pitch missing for a ball, 1-1. One ball, one strike. Bauman delivers. Patty swings and fouls it off. 1-2. One ball, two strikes, one away. Swing and a miss. Bauman does it again. It's 10th strikeout of the game.
Bauman just throwing the ball very, very well. And now getting with 2 outs is an opportunity to keep the Titans without a run this inning.
Pitch missing, loaded. Jacob Peached. Peached with a single in the second and a strikeout in the third. One ball, no strikes. Now, one ball, one strike. Runners on first and second with 2 away. A 1-1 count. Bauman checking the runners for a while, now delivers. And a little nubber toward third. Picked up, and all he's got to do is step on the bag. And that's exactly what Bobin does to get the force out at third. Retires the side. Called a 5 unassisted to end the 5th inning. After 5 innings of play, the Zephyrs leading the Titans 10-2. You're watching these teams on TV 19 Sports.
Than ordinary light bulbs.
This isn't my room. It's Baron Davis's.
Baron Davis, the basketball player? This is his room?
Yep.
Interesting, because we have Baron Davis right here. Baron, do you live here?
No.
I don't mean that, Baron Davis.
Millions of kids are using their energy wisely. What's your excuse?
Back here at Mahtomedi High School, Tim Peterson, Zach Halverson, as we look to start the 6th inning. It's been all Zephyrs so far today. They lead this one by a score of 10-2. Michael Wagner, the second pitcher in the game, replacing Teddy Klingsporn, who went out to left field. He's given up a few hits already, but settled down to get out of damage as some of the fellow schoolmates of these Zephyrs look on. Lacrosse players.
Really can tell they're lacrosse players by the hair.
How does that differ, Zach?
The flow. It's unlike any other.
Well, how about, does it compare to hockey hair?
Yeah, pretty close. You know,
Yeah.
they're close cousins.
Close cousins. Brandon Goodwin, the leadoff hitter here in the top of the 6th inning for the Zephyrs. First pitch to him, fouled off. You know, I would think a lot of lacrosse players would be hockey players as well. Kind of same type of motions and just running up and down with no skates on. No ice, no cold, nothing in 2 is the count.
Well, what's surprising is there actually is a much bigger amount of like football players and actually, fall sports, soccer players actually playing lacrosse now, it seems like, and I don't know really many at all lacrosse players that are hockey players currently. I know a couple that are past hockey players, but yeah, not as many that you would think.
This one lifted to deep right center and way deep. One hops the fence, picked up. They're going to hustle that to get that ball back in, and a nice leadoff start by Brandon Goodwin, who's done nothing but hit the ball hard today. He's got a home run and now a double on the day. Nick Nelson will be the next batter. Nelson digs in. Hit by a pitch in his last at bat. This pitch misses low. Goes to the backstop, and easily running down to third is Goodwin. A wild pitch enables Goodwin to reach third. And Nelson, Kushke, and Marshall with a good opportunity to add to the Zephyrs' lead with nobody out. That pitch missing for a ball. 2-0. 2-0 pitch missing, and that's coming to the backstop, and coming home is Goodwin. He'll score easily. As Patnode couldn't handle that pitch. A couple wild pitches thrown here by Wegner. Enables Goodwin to scamper all the way around. He gets the double, goes to third on a wild pitch, and comes home on a wild pitch. Nelson credited with the RBI. Count goes to 3-0. There's a strike thrown. Nelson taking the whole way. 3 balls and 1 strike. Now there's a walk. Another walk issued by this Titans pitching staff. Bring up Jake Kushke. He was hit by a pitch and scored on his last plate appearance. Well, Zach, at the beginning of this game, did you think or imagine this lead would be so lopsided for one team or the other?
Not much. I mean, the last time these two teams met back on April 17th, it was only a 7-5 game. But Mahtomedi has used, shall we say, maybe a home field advantage here and used the, with a couple of home runs, the weather and all that stuff, and have really powered through this Titans pitching.
Runner goes, thrown out to second. In time. Well, and still being aggressive are the Zephyrs as Nelson gets caught stealing. Count is 0-2, by the way, to Kushke. 1 away.
Nobody on.
Wegner's pitch. Well, he thought about going, but held back. Looks over the bench, did Kushke, and smiles, saying, "Ooh, I almost went after that one." 1-2. Doesn't chase after that one, and it's called strike 3. He did not like the call. Nevertheless, there's 2 away. So Marshall will step in now. Singled and scored in his last plate appearance. First pitch, curveball in there for a strike. Wegner really likes throwing that curveball. The 0-1 pitch. Missing for ball. Brought the heat and missed. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 away. 1 run has scored this inning, and that pitch misses. Two balls, 1 strike. Bullpen warming up once again for the Titans. That pitch in there for a strike. 2-2. Looks like Nick Schmidt is warming up in that bullpen for the Titans. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on left side. Sitting home is Allheiser. Fires it low on the first, but Lodahl making a nice scoop for the final out of the inning. The 6-3 putout.
Great job by Lodahl scooping it up. As we see, 11-2 score as the Zephyrs lead the Titans 11-2. Titans, as we look at their upcoming games, they see South St. Paul tomorrow Henry Sibley, North St. Paul, a couple of more Classic Suburban Conference teams, Mounds View Suburban East. Then they go back to Classic Suburban for Simley and Hill Murray. That Hill Murray matchup on the 18th should be good. And then River Falls on the 22nd of May. So pretty interesting schedule for the Tartan Titans.
Well, back-to-back games, 2 days in a row. Today and tomorrow.
Both on the road, I'm assuming, because of the field.
I think tomorrow was on the road either which way.
Right.
We'll take a look at Mahtomedi and what they got coming up here.
Richfield on the 9th there.
A team you can't really sleep on. And then a good game will be against North St. Paul, good St. Thomas Academy team. Tough schedule coming up here for the Zephyrs.
Yeah, that's right. And then Chisago Lakes area on the 19th. So another interesting schedule, a little bit lighter than what Tartan has. But nonetheless, Tartan Titans, Mahtomedi Zephyrs wanting this game very badly. Mahtomedi is a very significant lead.
Cruising so far, and Bauman keeps rolling. First pitch in there for a strike. Jacob Kirschner on the day. Walked and scored and struck out looking. 0 for 1 on the day. That one he checks at, nothing in 2. Bottom of the 6th, the Tartan Titans batting. And that pitch missing outside. 1 and 2. Lodahl and Klingsborn, the batters due up. Although it looks like we may have a pinch hitter. Thomas Hansen in the on-deck circle. Wind up in the pitch, swing and a miss. Number 11 for Bauman.
Bauman just dominant this afternoon.
Just cruising along. Thomas Hansen, sophomore, will come in to bat for Lodahl. Checking scorecards, making sure everybody's got everything accurate. It appears they do. Hansen's ready, and he digs in against Bauman. 1 away, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, he stepped in ready to swing and missed the first offering from Bauman. The 0-1 pitch popped up left side, but out of play.
Not going to get that one back.
No, I'll let the Sasquatch have that one that lives in the woods. Nothing in 2 to Hansen. You ever heard of a rack-a-bee-bob?
No.
How about a hippodropine?
What's out in the truck here?
Foul off. Count holds it, nothing in 2. A rack-a-bee-bob and a hippodropine are hide-behinds. They are hard to see because they're always hiding behind something. And if you dissect the names, you'll figure out exactly what that animal looks like. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Nice stop once again by Kushki. One ball, 2 strikes to Hansen. That one in the dirt. I look to get our home plate ump a little bit, but he appears to be okay. Count evens up at 2-2.
Got to give credit to home plate umpires in baseball. They are not in the most safe area, and it's definitely not an easy job.
Well, Kushki maybe let that one go on purpose because he was rung up in his last plate appearance. Goodwin couldn't handle that one and gets through. Base hit for Hansen. Nice job on the pinch hitting role. Dan Wilson and I talked about that earlier in the season, where sometimes as a catcher, if the ump calls you out, you know, you just let the ball get past you once in a while. Not the nicest thing to do, but Maybe next time you'll get the call. I don't encourage that by any means. Just something.
Not in high school baseball, maybe.
Just the little thing that happens between umpires and catchers. A little game.
Maybe something to try at like a softball league when you're an adult.
Yeah, it happens. I've told umps because I've been a catcher and I've stopped almost every ball that came to me as we see a grounder hit up second base, scooped up and on to first. And that pinch hitter was Kevin Reddy, the junior. Grounds out in the 4-3 putout, but moves Hansen up to second base. Well, they're pulling up everybody off the bench here as Tyler Firesen comes to the plate. Firesen's ready. And it appears everybody else is ready now with 2 away. Firesen steps in. Well, Hansen on second, who batted for Lodahl. Bauman fires a strike in there, 0-1. Need the clouds to part a little bit and get that sun back out here. Pitch is blocked. Trying to make a quick play was Kushki. Mad at himself that he couldn't make the play. But good hustle nevertheless, sprinting down that third baseline, fielding that ball after deflected off his pads. Hansen on third now though. One ball, one strike to Firesen. The junior is ready. A sophomore, Bauman, fires another one in the dirt. Count goes to 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Low one in the dirt again. 3-1. Started Firesen off with a strike and throwing 3 straight balls now. Kushki will walk the ball out.
Kind of just put it in his glove and walks back.
Sometimes it's just slowing down the rhythm a little bit, changing him up. A 3-1 pitch. Missing inside and a walk. Well, runners on the corners, and Jake Jackson will be the batter. Jackson 1 for 3 on the day. Bauman checks the runners and delivers. Missing. Well, that's 5 pitches thrown for balls in a row. Might have to visit that mound again. 1-0. Bauman delivers, swung on left side. Scooped up on to second, and that's going to retire as Goodwin flips it to Peterson to retire the side. After 6 innings of play, the Tartan Titans trailing this one by a score of 11-2 when you're watching the Titans and Zephyrs on TV 19 Sports.
Hello there, it is your old pal Grover. Meet my new friends.
Madison, Isaac, Alexa, Romeo, Amanda.
They have last names too.
Vigo, Shane, Lopez, Rodriguez, Warner.
Everybody has a first and last name, even mommies and daddies. Do you know yours? Do you know your mommies and daddies? If you do not, go find out.
Know your whole name so grown-ups can help you in an emergency. Learn more at ready.gov/sesame.
And welcome back to Mahtomedi High School, home of the Zephyrs, as we go into the 7th inning. If you want more high school sports in this area, White Hill Murray, Mahtomedi, North St. Paul, Tartan, and White Bear Lake, tune into Sports Path live at 5 o'clock every other Wednesday right here on TV 19 Sports. It's a great show filled with highlights, interviews, and analysis of your favorite teams. And look for the next show as we'll talk about lacrosse and we'll get into more baseball and softball as well here, and get you up to date on the standings as well. So
You said that it's with all your favorite teams. There's probably some teams that you hate as well, or don't dislike, I should say.
That's true.
As all these schools very close with
North
each
St.
other.
Paul and Tartan, a little rivalry there. Hill Murray and White Bear Lake, and
well, it's kind of everybody in Hill Murray most of the time.
that's
like.
true. It's true.
As we get prepared for this top of the 7th inning, Nick Schmidt has taken the mound for the Tartan Titans, and we'll do a quick roster check, if you will, as we look at the roster for the Titans.
You see that great roster. Number 7, Teddy Klingspor, the pitcher, has been a great asset to this team. He's done a lot of great things there. And then a few more. You see Connor Simons. And
Thomas Hansen is in left field now, where Klingsporn was. So a few substitutions defensively, and actually saw some substitutions offensively for the Titans as well. Well, the first batter here in the top of the 7th for the Zephyrs will be Matt Bodine. Schmidt's first pitch of the game. Swung on left side. Base hit.
Well, Zephyrs have a very decent insurance plan right now, but they're trying to increase it a little bit even more.
Well, welcome to the game, Mr. Schmidt, huh? First pitch, base hit.
Nice job, great play.
Well, that'll bring up David Peterson. Peterson having a good day so far. He's got 2 hits and 3 at-bats and has scored twice. First offering to him misses, ball 1. Throw over to first, keeping Bonine close. 1 ball, no strikes to Peterson. This one swung on out to center field. There to make the easy grab is Jackson. And there's 1 away. Adam Bobin will get a rest now as Tyler Erickson comes in to bat for the Zephyrs. First pitch to him is a strike. Both teams looking to use some pinch hitters. See if Erickson can deliver. That pitch misses, 1-1. Tyler Erickson, the junior backup catcher, with a 1-1 count, looks at that one all the way, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, runner on first in Bonine. And a swing and a miss. Well, now 2 away. And Sammy Baumgard will be the batter. 2 for 3 in the game with a 3-run home run. Pitch check swung right back to Schmidt. He picks it up, flips it on to first, and that retires the side. The 1-3 put out ends the top of the 7th. The Zephyrs with a big lead will try to hold on to it as we head into the bottom of the 7th inning. You're watching the Zephyrs and the Titans on TV 19 Sports.
It's fun to sing,
Zippity zip zip zin zin zin.
dance, and play music every day.
Yeah, go for it.
Doing something artistic inspires creativity and helps you succeed in school and life.
Hooray!
Play music, paint, and dance together as a family.
Come on, team.
Blast off with the arts.
Blast off!
For 10 ways to add the arts into your life, visit AmericansForTheArts.org.
Bottom of the 7th here in Mahtomedi, and we take a look at the Zephyrs roster. You see a lot of big names, Sam Richter, Tyler Erickson, Jake Kushke, among them. And just a very solid, very deep roster that the Mahtomedi Zephyrs have. Guys like Mike Bauman and Sawyer Marshall and Sean Baumgard. A lot of great talent on this Mahtomedi Zephyrs side. Tim, this is a great game for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. What does Tartan, have to learn from this game?
It's one at a time, just one game. That's how you got to take them all season. It's a new pitcher on the mound out there and a new first baseman. Sean Baumgard is taking over on the mound, and over at first is Josh Byrne. There's probably some more changes that I haven't quite caught up to yet, but that's where we're at for right now. So nice day pitching for starting pitcher Bauman. Ended up with 11 strikeouts in the game. First batter here is Connor Simons, and he pops it up right side. Floating out and dropping in there. Boy, I thought it was playable, but it turns out that Benign and Peterson couldn't get to it in time. No base hit for Simons to start off the 7th inning. Runner on first. And Olheiser steps in. Looks at a first pitch strike. Simons on first. Olheiser at the plate. And trailing by 9. That one misses high. 1-1 is the count. One ball, one strike. And 1 for 3 on the day is Olsheiser. That pitch misses. Count goes to 2-1. Baumgard ready, delivers. Missing inside, 3-1. Three balls and one strike to Eric. Here's the pitch, missing inside, ball 4. A little something brewing here in the bottom of the 7th inning for the Titans. Ryan Patnaud up to bat here. 1 for 3 on the day. He struck out twice against Bauman. A lot of batters did strike out against Bauman. I'd be happy to see Baumgard out there as of right now. 2 on, nobody out. First pitch. High. Kushki jogs out, talk to Baumgard for a moment. They got things squared away. For now, anyways, counts 1-0. Checking the runners. And delivering. Swung on left side, but foul. Count evens up at 1-1. One ball and one strike. Nobody out here, bottom of the 7th. A big lead to come back on as this one's popped up deep to left. It's carrying out there. It's still carrying. And it drops down. The runner's held up as they weren't sure if it was going to be caught or not. So just a long single for Patnaud. That loads him up.
One of the deepest singles I've seen.
Yeah, it went about 330 feet or so. Now another pinch hitter, Josh Olmstead, will dig in. Batting for Jacob Peach. Another pinch hitter being used. Looks at a first pitch ball. Bases loaded, nobody out. Baumgart trying to close the door, struggling so far. Missing there, 2-0. The Zephyrs were just hoping to come out and get 1, 2, 3. Instead, they're looking to get one. There's a strike. Two and one. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Bottom of the 7th inning, 11-2. 2-2 pitch popped up right side. Coming in and can't get to it. Is Bonine. All runners move up one base. They weren't sure once again if it would drop or be caught, so they had to hold their bags. And the first run is scored by the Titans since the 2nd inning.
Well, Titans have an opportunity to make a good run for it. They got nobody out here. They got bases loaded, and now 8 runs to go. You never know.
Jacob Kirschner will dig in. He's walked and scored. He also has struck out twice, 0 for 2 on the day. That pitch missing for a ball. One and 0. But he's just got to start throwing strikes and relying on his defense with that big lead. And there's a strike there, 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Got a piece of it. 1-2. Jacob Kirschner batting with bases loaded. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. There's that ball hit to the right side. Scooped up, throw on to second. They're going to get 1, but not 2. Runner's going to come in to score on the fielder's choice. Patnode moves up to 3rd. Olmsted is out at 2nd for the first out of the inning. And Kirschner is on 1st. 1 away. Tommy Hansen will come to the plate again. Singled and got as far as 3rd last inning in his first plate appearance. Batting for Jason Lodahl. A 1-out pitch misses high for a ball. Baumgart been falling behind batters here in this bottom of the 7th inning. Evens the count up there at 1-1 after a tough swing by Hansen. Chased that one a little bit. One ball, 1 strike. Runners are checked. Pitch is thrown a little low and outside, 2-1. Wind calmed down for a little bit. Now it's picked back up again. Blowing out to left field. 2-1, 2 runners on. Baumgart steps off the mound, checking the runners back. That pitch misses high for a ball. 3-1. Three balls and 1 strike to Hansen. 2 runs in so far this inning, 11-4 the score. There's the pitch, in there for a strike. Full count. Now the ump signaled like the batter was out. Only a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Runners on the corners. Then the payoff pitch. Missing another walk. Bases will be loaded up.
Starting hanging in there.
Kevin Reddy will step in. One swing of the bat, he can get his team right back into this one. Reddy looks ready. That pitch missing high for ball. His first plate appearance, Reddy grounded out to second base in the 4-3 put out. And Kushke is going to visit the mound and calm down Sean out there. I like Kushke, what he does, really works with his pitchers, calms them down, talks to them, works out, makes sure that they're on the same page. See if it works on the 1-1 pitch or 1-0 pitch. No, 2-0. Bullpen action going on for the Zephyrs. And another pitch misses. It's 3-0. Three balls, no strikes, nowhere to put the batter. And there's a strike. Reddy taking the whole way there. The 3-1 pitch. Missing for a ball, walked in a run. Well, runners will move up. That note will come in to score. It's 11-5.
Looks like we might have a pitching change here.
Wouldn't surprise me. Sean struggled a little bit out there. They are going to go ahead and make a change, it looks to me.
See Mike Bauman.
Bauman for Baumgard. Bauman, I hope they don't go to him because he's already pitched today.
Side 24 in the jersey.
Yeah, I saw that too. You can't go back to that. He'll probably bring somebody off the bench. We'll see who that is and see if the Zephyrs can continue this comeback. We'll be back momentarily. You're watching TV19 Sports.
I'm starving. What's for breakfast?
Guten Tag!
Johannes, Franz!
I bring you arts-enriched Raisinblums, fortified with increased test scores and creative problem-solving skills.
It's good!
And good for you.
Bobby? Susie?
Don't worry, that's just the power of the arts!
Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit AmericansForTheArts.org.
Now Mike Bauman back on the mound, able to re-enter here as a pitcher, and he'll try to close out and get his own win. Could he get his own win and save?
Not much of a warm-up needed.
Yeah, no, he was ready to go. He just threw a few pitches. I'm good to go. I've already thrown a bunch in this game. Gets a strike there. Nick Schmidt, the batter. Looks at a strike there. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. A 1-2 pitch outside. Bases are loaded. 3 runs have come across this inning in the bottom of the 7th here for the Titans, who this is a home game for them, although we're playing up at Mahtomedi due to a wet field swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Bauman. That's his 12th of the game.
Gotta admire Bauman's confidence, though. He goes in there and gets that first strikeout, of the 7th inning.
2 away, and Jake Jackson will step in and look at ball 1. I've never seen a pitcher come in, pitch most of the game, go out, come back in, and finish it.
Never seen a lot of things that we've seen today.
That's true. That pitch in there for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1.
With that double play we saw earlier, I've seen very few singles that have had the ball go out the fence.
This ball hit out to second base. So this should end the game. Throw on out first, and it does. Oh, well played game by the Zephyrs, and a good attempt at a comeback there for the Titans, but Zephyrs just a little too much in this one, and all behind the arm of Mike Bauman. Throws 12 strikeouts in the game, 11 in his first appearance and 1 in his second appearance. Zephyrs get this victory. They win it by a final score of 11-5. You're watching the Zephyrs and Titans on TV 19 Sports.
There's a place not so far away. A place where you don't have to keep the volume down. Or clean up your room. A place where you don't have to make time for free time. You don't have to do anything but show up. You'll find all sorts of creatures in this place without have to. The silly you. The proud you. You may even meet the curious you.
Tickling me. You!
There are lots of yous to catch up with. Ask your parents to take you to this not-so-far-away place. Come to the forest, where the other you lives. But first, stop by discovertheforest.org.
Hey, we're here with Mike Bauman, a winning pitcher today against the Tartan Titans, and you threw 12 strikeouts today. Just kind of let us know how you were feeling out there.
You know, I was feeling pretty good. Came in with 4 days of rest, and I had a great defense behind me, knew I could trust them, and just went out there and threw the ball.
Yeah, they're a good hitting team. Last time the team gave up 15 runs to them, and you got the victory last time, 17-15. Today you were able to shut them down a little bit. Were you doing anything different? You didn't pitch against them last time, but as a team, were you guys going at it a little differently today?
Well, we still hit the ball, and we just wanted to focus on getting the outs, and as a pitcher, I wanted to focus on getting it low.
And we had a kind of weird thing in this game where you pitched until the 7th, then you came out, and then you were able to come back in. Kind of let us know what went on there, because I've never seen that before.
Yeah, after the 6th inning, I went out and started doing the charts, and we just weren't getting the outs, and Coach asked me to go warm up, and I was out there before I knew it.
And you had everything working for you today. Your offense got you an early lead. How does that feel as a pitcher when you're out there and you know you get the lead early on?
It felt great. As a pitcher, it gives you confidence, and especially with a defense, you can just go out there and throw the ball.
And you guys, your next game is on Wednesday. What do you know about the upcoming team that you got to face? Have you even looked at them yet?
Well, we play Richfield, and they're a pretty good team. We just got to keep doing what we're doing, pitch, hit, and play defense.
All right, well, best of luck and congratulations. Nice victory today.
Thank you.
All right. Winning pitcher on the Zephyrs victory.